Okay, welcome back guys to part 2 of the Amnesia series, and right where we left off. Yeah.
Come on, slow coach. It's this way.
Trapped. Was it a trick? That voice on the phone, who seems so close to my own, who seems to know me so well, does he lead me for a nefarious purpose of his own secret devising? But do I have a choice? Even though his motives are unknown to me, I must find my boys. I will follow the machinery down to the very core of the earth if it will lead me to Edwin and Enoch.
The shaking ground you feel is our attempts to clear the floodwaters. Treachery, Manders. We were undone. Your children are trapped by this act. You must find them before it is too late.
What do you need me to do? How can I find them?
Always deeper, Manders. Through the piston room and into the tunnels. Then find the bilge and flush the rotten water. I will help you where I can. But you must be swift, my little friend.
Damn, it's pretty dark. The saboteur has been this way. Intriguing. The gates are far too heavy for a man to lift and are instead hoisted aloft by a chain coiled about a tube that appears to be spun by motors connected to these electrical switches. While the fuse is blown, the motor cannot be spun, and the gates will remain an impenetrable barrier to progress. So let's fix it. Fix it we shall. Oh shit, it has a specific shape. Let's see. it's a bit smaller than that. Or it could be just because it's broken. Let's see what this does. This way. Oh, it's lowering something. It says tracks. Looks like tracks. Fuck it, let's just try this. Nope. Oh. Yeah, no worries. Oh, it's open. Let's, okay. Something is impeding me from... Okay. Let's see. Down into the deep dark we go.
Bandaged feet and eyes, small bones in the orchard. I have carried this world on my back with its legs about me. Damn this wretched soul. I am given birth to nothing but machinery.
Oh, I should have brought the oh, it's the gate. The gate. I wonder whose wailing sounds are those. Probably the people they torture in this machinery. Which way? Ah, this is closed. This way. Getting a bit nervous now. Yeah. Oh. We're going to read the journal. More electrical sabotage. Another confounded fuse box. The fellow is thorough in his sabotage, somewhat repetitive. The stench from these barrels are quite discomforting. I would certainly hope that whatever chemistry this room is designed to store is not a defining feature of the flood that threatens my children. Oh, godsend. Oh, except for the rats. Oh. I really did not want to go down, back down. Sorry, I know you can't probably see, but it's for my own safety. The path is clear. It seems this chemical processor is merely a part of a much larger complex. No easy route for me then. I will follow my fever, the cause of my children, wherever they may lead me, as I move further into this strange empire. This strange empire, sorry. See, now the curiosity has got the better of me. I want to know, but I also don't. Oh, okay. August 19th, 1899. Von Reichenbach writes of the Odic Force, whilst that ignorant charlatan Blavatsky pontificated upon the soul. They're both cretins. To think one could strive for such great heights without wading first through puke and inert, without standing upon an architecture of bones. Montezuma was the wiser. But here, in our temples of steel, I have witnessed the severed head of a man, recently trampled to death by a runaway carriage. Immersed in a solution of the Brennenburg compound, opens his eyes and cry, "Oh, where are my legs, sir? Where is my body?" We are breaking through the barriers of death itself. Oh my dead darling Lily. It is too late for you, but I promise you this. I will save our children from death, and if need be, I will wrench them back from the blackness with this wonderful concoction. Now the Brennenberg compound, I believe, if you're not familiar with the previous Amnesia game, the Dark Descent, the Brennenberg compound is I think it was a solution that was used to stick things together or something like that, so it's referencing stuff that happened in the previous game as well. If you didn't know, if you already did, then good to ya. Hey yo, this is a Goblin from the future. Upon recording, watching my recording, I noticed that it might be a little bit confusing, the explanation I gave about the previous game, so I'm just here to clarify. In short, in the previous game, you play as Alexander of Brennenberg, and there was these a mystical substance, that was secreted in, mammals, humans, dogs, and whatever. And he used to torture prisoners and dogs and stuff for this substance. And the reason why I'm referencing it here is because it's also used in this series. He mixed a few compounds and stuff with that. And the substance that Alexander, he called it vitae. It was it's produced, so yeah, that was just a no side note. Continue on. Oh.
Follow us, Pup-Pup. We know the way.
I do not feel safe.
Hold still, for God's sake, hold still, child. Don't let it get into your eyes. I'm gonna rinse it out now. There. It will be fine. You just need to lie down. Enoch, look to your brother. How many times have I told you not to play in the cellar?
Why am I back here? Oh, it's probably open this side. Yeah. Okay. Did you guys hear that?
I told you he'd come.
Extraordinary, quite extraordinary. And you brought it all. Good God, man. You have been busy.
It is wonderful how tragedy focuses the mind. What else was I to do? Fall into grief, pine, and fade in my hopelessness? Why not then simply die in that jungle amongst those dead temples?
Oh shit. Flood breach, emergency shutdown in place. So we were at the factory. Now we move to this section maybe? Yes. I believe so. That's locked. Let's see here. Nope, nothing. 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 Oh. The collar, the neck, the noose. 2 cups of flour, 1 cup of water, a pinch of salt, a handful of mint, a bay leaf, a herb, a skeleton key from the nursery, and a mixing will go together.
I have such visions to share with thee. If my jaw be unshackled and you harvest the crust from my eyes, make me clean, Landis, that my thoughts and words can unfouled be.
The factory offices. All the suggestions of a large workforce, yet no actual signs of life. It's a very bit as if someone has attempted to carefully create the illusion of a working factory complex. Yet this facade, when examined closely, is clearly just a falsification. But I must put aside my anxieties, quell the unease that pits my stomach, and continue on my path. So even though the factory that has been put in place was all just a facade for something much crueler and much more wrong, I believe. because we read that you know, they're doing experiments and using people as slaves, and so anybody that tried to come and examine, you know, like the what's it, the government or anything like that, they would see all this and think, it looks fine. Yeah, it's just a normal factory. But if you look deeper and closely, you will see all the horror that has transpired here. 1st, 1899. But then, what if they could stand upright and walk as men? What if the brute were harnessed thus? Would they sing? Would they find their own God? I have seen these things, and I will tell you now, no. No, they will not. They will happily accept fealty to a God thrust upon them, and worship it thus given. In this I realized they are no different to the masses. They are much the same as us. Once this irrevocable threshold is passed, I understand we too are shackled and must be set free. To free the man, we cut the man. In order to cross that great evolutionary line, it must first be painted upon the ground. Very interesting. Laying foundations, claiming to set the boundary. How people think, or how these things think. These things, quote unquote. Can I go here? Oh, I don't know which way to go. I want to go the opposite. Let's just close this, because I don't feel safe at all, for the most part. August 22nd, 1899. In America, they talk of building their cities to the skies. To me, this seems folly, but perhaps it is simply a case of a nation founded without a history of its own. We walk upon our histories. They are compacted into the very loam beneath our feet. The engineers we employed talked of this. They talked of how, when building the underground trains, they would often come across older tunnels crisscrossing the capital. What places lie buried beneath us? We are digging, excavating and reappropriating what we find. At the center of the planet, my architect tells me, there is a great iron ball. It is the egg of the world. The egg of the world. He talked about in his journal. Wait, let me just see here in his documents. I think of one, he spoke about bringing something back. think it was here. Fever Dream, Nursery, Sweeping, Curious Discovery. Nope. Where was it? God damn it, of course I can't find it now. I believe it's the documents. Documents were the... they're squandered by fortune. No, not that. Must be my imagination. Okay. Just close that on up. Close that. Okay. Okay. We know there are other things behind that mirror. October 11th, 1899. We integrate the very latest knowledge of chemistry, using low levels of laudanum derivative in feed to subdue the product even before the initiation of the process. This means that we drag them from holding pins onto the line. They are less likely to panic and damage machine components, other products, or themselves. This section of the belt is sheathed in rubber and kept well lit to maintain good spirits, and we have actually found that the intelligent placement of gramophones and simple acoustic amplification tubes around the line means we can use music to further soothe the product. We find Debussy particularly effective in this regard. It's the same as when you bring cows, you know, what's it called, cow farming, you know, in the factories and all that. They use similar methods. You know, to soothe the animal before the slaughter and stuff like that. It seems they are implementing this as well, but I don't think they're animals that they're talking about if you read the papers and stuff. I think it's safe to say that these people are not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea, you know. Warning, fueling pumps. Volatile chemicals are in use. These materials are highly corrosive with protection. Okay. Looks... okay. dead pigs. Jesus. Oh wait, looks like there's something else. I think I almost missed this. Truck fueling station. The pumping station. It appears to be some kind of fueling station. I've seen automobiles demonstrated at Mr. Yarham and Mr. Simmons' works, but the smell here is all wrong. This is not petroleum, of that I am sure. Everything suggests to me that this machine must be significant in some way. Didn't know I can push doors like that. Before I head into there, let's see if I can. Oh. September 28th, 1899. Imagine, they say, a machine one day that might think like a man. As if this is to be desired. One might almost boast of creating a man who breathes like a pig, men and women upon all fours, rutting carelessly, ejaculating their filthy little missives into the streets, alleys and gutters running freely with the careless spill of their conjoinings, the air thick with the whimperings of lust, bodies streaked with their own emissions. We have created a world where man is so utterly debased he will spray his seed over passers-by, and yet this is the condition Babbage aspired to. No, this is not the machine we seek. Such an entity should be nothing less than a deity, and we would fall upon our knees and worship it. We shall not carve gods to be bicker and fornicate. They will exist to clean the world and set us free. I reject Babbage, as I reject these men of government. Let the pigs copulate in the gutters while they can. We shall scoop them up and ease their ascension soon enough. These doors are heavy. Go. Okay, no secrets. Strangers not allowed on these works. Inquiries to be made at the lodge. Boycott, ban swine stench from our streets. Amanda's factory must close. It's because of the smell of the waste that they are producing. so bad. That's probably what was in the tank, the pump refueling station. Delivery schedule. How in blazes are we supposed to meet these damn schedules if even the basic equipment are provided simply will not perform its designated function? These cursed newfangled trucks will only run a fraction of the distance my old nag managed before, run out of stinking gasoline. The gaffer says it's fine and there's plenty of pumps to refill them outside the factory walls. You end up dragging a blessed tank from the truck to the nearest one to refill it. The one in the storeroom is empty again. I can't be turning the crank handle all day only to find the tank is empty. Well, sod it, says I. Enough for a night to my bed I go. It's not like anyone needs access to the bleeding graveyard anyway. Harry, if you get this, I'll meet you in the Damson Templar for a jar. St. Dunstan's Church.
Come on, Papa. Let's climb this one. I can see more pictures at the top.
I think I missed that. Meat processing factory. Mendes Co. Oh, this is Mendes' factory. My factory. Hello? Chemical transportation. Danger, highly corrosive, highly flammable. Didn't know I should take that, but oh. Holy Orders. This church is connected to the plant. How odd. However, it does suggest another route into the main part of the facility, given the locked doors around the fueling station. The truck blocks my way, however, almost as if it's a saboteur knew that I might consider this alternative entrance. This canister looks as if it may fit the fuel pump I saw earlier. It certainly carries the same fitted unholy reek. I will not think of that which I saw pass me in its cage. I will not gaze again into that dark machine room. A more immediate task presents itself, and the opportunity perhaps to gain access to St. Dunstan's. What the fuck am I looking at? Is it a pipe? No. No? Question mark. Camera rotating again. Didn't make a clicking sound. In there. Probably going to be turned into fuel. Oh shit. Quickly. Quickly. Oh my Jesus fucking Christ. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck. Get the fuck.
This way, Papa. Come and see. Will it hatch? Can we take it home?
Yes, my darlings. Of course we can take it home.
Huh? This is a pig. This is a modified human corpse. Or I don't know. Looks like pigs stuck together. Jesus, what the fuck are they doing with these people? Of course they don't value human life that much. To the fucked up palace equals church.